on location. Trouble with the cell phone signal this morning. I'm gonna miss this truck. I like this truck a lot, but shit happens. Well, with as much trouble as I had with the signal, I wonder if notifications would go out. Well, somebody popped in. Oh. Wiped out day. Very tired. Well, I see 3 people. Maybe the notices went out. Big GG3, hey Johnny, sorry about Mama Dog. I hope you're doing good. I'm hanging in there, man. It's real up and down. Too sensitive, as I was told when I was a kid, you know. But some things never change. Cell phone was giving me grief, lousy signal, so I jumped in the dually. Went up to the end of the driveway to check the mail and thought maybe the signal would be all right up there, and it was for shit. So I thought, well, let me try it right here out in front of the auto shop. Fizz, rip. Okay. Master's in the house. Thank you. Hi, Master. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm outside the house today. Phone's been for shit. I should probably try to lower. I got you guys sitting on the steering wheel, so let me see if I can tip it down a little bit without it falling. Fuck. Ah, thanks, bro. All right, let me get rid of that. Gorilla, can you shout out my friend? Dilbert's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. Always a pleasure. Oh, man. Sitting in the monster, or not the monster truck, but in the dually. Really like this rig. I hate to let it go, but I need the money. Oh, man. Got at some yard work early this morning. Pruning the apple tree so no more branches break off. Wiped out, man. Woke up with a headache. Dizzy. Equilibrium was shitty. Got me a little worried. But what are you gonna do? How's the signal, you guys? $21. Oh, dropped down to 16 real quick. Drink water, man. I did. I drank a whole bottle of water before I went to bed, and I drank a whole bottle of water when I got up this morning. I've been drinking too much coffee for sure. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm on it. Bloodstain believer. I like your tag. Dilbert, looks and sounds good here. Good, right on. Yeah, the phone was giving me a lot of grief this morning. Yeah, that will do it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, blood. As I drink some more coffee. My energy's real low today, but I got so much work to do. I really can't afford to sit still. But I thought I'd take a break, get a little rest, chime in with you guys. I wanted to go live last night. Posted that video with the deer eating in the yard. Then I ate dinner and I was tired, so I just went to bed. I need rest. My sleep has been really lousy. Lay in bed thinking about too much. How's everybody out there doing today? Are you still going back to Cali? Yes. Yes, I am. I have to. I need to get to a doctor that I trust. I got to get healthy. I got this aneurysm thing that's got me concerned. I need to get into the proctologist. I've already had 7 polyps removed, and I should be going every 6 months, and I haven't been to the proctologist in about 4 years, so that's a concern. It's hot here, so I'm miserable. I'm sorry about that, blood. It's nice here today. It's muggy, but it's nice. Do you vape? No, I don't. I don't vape, James. I don't think it'd be good for my lungs. Neither is smoking, but I've cut back. I cut back on the chewing and I cut back on the cigarettes. And it's a temporary fix to a temporary problem. Once life calms down, it's easy for me to quit the nicotine. I've done it many times. I went 14 years without smoking, so I'll quit again. Hot as shit in Tennessee. Ready for fall to hit. Dilbert, yeah. Fall's here for me, man. Leaves are falling off the trees and the weather's changing. Before I know it, it'll be 25 below zero again. The winters here in Wisconsin are rough. Really rough. It's been 10 years for me too. Good for you, blood. Yeah, my right lung collapsed 2 times. And when that happened, I quit on the spot. And it wasn't until I moved here and started stressing, and my neighbor Jimmy would come by smoking and, hey, let me bum one of them cigarettes. And before I knew it, I was smoking again. But I just switch over to toothpicks. Chewing on toothpicks makes it easy for me to quit smoking. But there's no 420 in Wisconsin. And that's what I used to lean on when I was having a bad day. Take a couple puffs and things were calm. Now, you know, a cigarette here and there kind of takes the edge off. But I'll be quitting soon. I did Jolly Ranchers. There you go, dude. I like oral fixation, right? You need to be doing something to take your mind off of doing this all the time. What vehicle? Looks sweet. I'm in a Chevrolet Crew Cab. I love this truck. I really don't want to get rid of it. Overhead console. Look at the dash. It's OG, man. That equalizer right there. I don't know if I'm pointing right, but it all works. Everything works. And look at the mileage. 59,000 original miles. It's true cream puff, as they say. See you in the truck, brother. Where are you off to? I'm not going anywhere, Bill W. I was lazy. I drove to the end of the driveway. I needed to warm it up. I started every day, checked the mail. I was having lousy signal in the house, so I thought I'd just sit in the truck and see what happens. Clean interior. Yeah, it's a bitchin' truck. It needs a paint job. It's been slammed. They did an axle swap. Basically, You take the rear axle, put it on top of the leaf springs instead of underneath, and then you C-notch the frame so it sits real low to the ground. I was going to put airbags on it so that I could raise it up, give it a little smoother ride because it's pretty rigid. Hey, it's not a Ford. Well, I got one of those too right here, homie. There's my F350 7.3 with a manual transmission. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm a Chevy guy for sure, but you cannot beat the 7.3 International motor. They call it the million-mile motor for a reason. There is no motor in any pickup truck ever made that's more dependable than that 7.3. Lucid Dreaming, holy cow, young lady, it's been a long time. Good to see you. Dually too, yeah, man, I love this truck. Here, let me give you a outside visual. Hopefully the signal don't go to shit, but it needs a paint job real bad. Still got the original Alcoa wheels on it too. I really don't want to sell it, but I need the money. Yeah, killer truck. Nothing beats the old school. There you go. I have a 352. Nice, Jasper. Blurry picture, I'm sorry. It'll stay still. It'll clean up. Is it only me or is the internet bad? Let me sit still. Hopefully it'll clean up. My son's 18 in a few days. I'm giving him my Ranger. Good for you, man. Good job, Papa. Lucid Dreaming. Wow, that Ford is lifted. Yeah, it is. It's got custom suspension on it. High dollar suspension. I bought that Ford from a gentleman who was a Navy surgeon, and I have 37 grand in receipts that he put into that truck, and it's only got 180,000 miles on it, and everything's been gone through. Rear end, front end, suspension, you name it. I put some slotted rotors on it. That's my forever vehicle. I'll never sell that big Ford. I'm a Chevy guy through and through, but that Ford's the one. And when I move from here, I'd love to get a 62 Chevy Impala. That's my dream car. Appreciate the look. There you go. That's a big truck. Yes, it is. Sitting low. Yeah, I really like this dually. Hi, Frontier. There you go. I see you got a Tesla. Yeah, I got a Tesla, all right. Is that burgundy? Yes, burgundy, and the interior is cherry. There's nothing wrong with it. Even the foam in the seats isn't broke down. It's like a new truck. 1995, I think. You know, say, brother, what's happening? Jasper, mine is lifted 12 inches. I think the lift on this thing is 6 or 7. He also cut out the wheel wells and put the big flares on there, so there's more turning radius. I could run 40-inch tires on that and have all the clearance I need. You seem like a good man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Brother, I got a question. Do you want to become successful, rich, and famous? No, I don't. I'm a member of Freemason. Well, my friend, I tried to be a Freemason, as a matter of fact. Brotherhood Lodge of San Francisco. And to be one, you must ask one. And when me and my friend went to join the Brotherhood Lodge of San Francisco, they said they were going to blackball us. And I heard it was because of our tattoos, but it was okay for us to join the lodge over in Pacifica. So when it comes to Freemasons, Say what you mean and mean what you say, my friend. Our country problems because of you. All right, well, I think you can go. Hide user from channel. What's up, sweet cakes? I would love to take you out on a date. The Olive Garden and give you a little action in the back of the dumpster. Yeah, well, you got to go, homie. Silly people. Do you do loading on your truck? No. These trucks are cream puffs, man. Transportation, that's all they're for. My grandfather was one. Gotcha, Golden. I think the low-level Masons do good work. They do a lot of charity work. I think once you climb that ladder, I don't know, man. You know, all the conspiracies and rumors about Freemasonry, I don't have an opinion because I don't know. I just know what happened to me when I tried to join, and they were prejudiced. They didn't want us in their lodge, but it was okay for us to join some little tiny shit lodge. But the big Brotherhood Lodge, if you look up Brotherhood Lodge of San Francisco, they're huge. It's a cult, don't join them. Yeah, there you go, blood. I'm a traveling man. There you go. Hello, from India. Good to see you. Happy Friday, Misfits. Shirkin's in the house. God bless. Good luck today. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Adolfo Morris from Italy. There you go. What is your favorite part of your, I don't know what that word is. 64 flyers in the house. What's happening, homie? Hey, brother, hope you're having a great day. So far, it's okay. Started off a little rough, wasn't feeling good. Got up and moving around, doing some yard work, starting to feel a little bit better. I was intended in the Bohemian Grove. We can help with your desires. Yeah, good luck with the Bohemian Grove. Why can't you join the Masons? I tried to join the Masons. There's a lot of memorization, a lot of study, and I'm not good with books. And because I didn't like how I was treated when I first tried to join, they were prejudiced, so I dropped out. I got my inner apprentice done. I got the first level done, and then I dropped out. My friend, who I joined with, he went all the way to the top, became the head of the lodge or whatever they call it, and Master Mason and all that stuff. And he even started his own lodge. So I got a good friend that's a Mason, and he's good people. You know, he's not he's not a goofball. What do you think of South Africa? I don't know anything about South Africa to give an opinion, to be blood. You all have blessed day. Keep the smile vigil. Thank you, blood. Same to you, brother. Omega. Hey, Johnny. What's happening, Omega? Michael, when you're a Mason, what does that mean? I really couldn't tell you. I didn't do it very long. From the little bit I know and the lodge that I was affiliated with, they did a lot of charity work. They would do functions in town and raise money to help people. It was a good thing. It just wasn't for me. And like I said, I don't know what the people up at the top of the pyramid are all about, but the ones at the bottom are good people. They do charity work. When you're a Mason, what does that mean? I got that. Ellis. Jay-Z, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, blah, de, blah, blah. Yeah. I can email the paperwork. Dude, I don't care about the Masons. I'm not trying to go to Bohemian Grove. I'm not trying to get rich. I don't want nothing to do with any of that. I earned my money the hard way. I'm okay with that. Part of an organization of any kind. Freemasons aren't for me. And the ones that I know are good people. Well, I was hoping to see some more of our regulars in here. Let me see if I missed anybody in some of these older comments. No, I think I'm all caught up. Florida's in the house. Enos, good to see you. Marcus, Freemasons, ES2, S2. I think I know what you're saying. Maybe. What kind of vehicle? It is a 2006 Chevrolet Crew Cab Dually Lowrider. I'd move the phone, but it screws up the signal. Stay hydrated all. The heat is intense. There you go. Drink lots of water. It's good for the body. Chris P. Yeah, well, you gotta go. Hide user from channel. Trolls, they're so silly. People just never grow up, you know? What is this discussion? Just hanging out with some friends, shooting the shit, nothing in particular. Dustin, get yourself a Ford, bro. Built Ford tough. 64 Flyer. There's my Ford, homie. Ford F350, 4x4, manual transmission, 2002 with a 7.3 with less than 200,000 miles on it, my friend. I know all about a Ford built tough. I'm with you. That's cool. There you go. Yeah, I'll try to show you the interior a little bit, and hopefully the signal doesn't go to shit. Even got captain's chairs with armrest on the passenger seat. Overhead console. I love this truck. D's in the house, 650, long time. Holy cow, D, you still got a wrench. I thought I took everybody's wrenches away. You're the only one with the wrench left. But you're 650. I think I'll just let you hang on to the wrench. And I took everybody's wrenches away because somebody was doing naughty shit with it. That a boy. I work at, well, it's been there for 40 years. There you go. 64 Flyer. Ford. There you go. How you been, D? Long time no see. Always on your side, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Nice to have a friend. How's your day going, D? How's things back home? Hopefully I get back to 650 soon. I really need to get back home. Need to get into a doctor back there that I can trust. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm hanging in there. How about yourself? Kaushik. Kashucky. Sorry, I don't read so good. I'm dyslexic. Give it my best shot when it comes to your name there. My bad. Mm. Mm. Excuse me. My pesky crow. That bird's something else. How is today? It's going okay. It's going okay. Started off a little rough. Wasn't feeling well this morning, but I'm shaking it off. How's your day going? Think I'll hang out here for a little while and see if a couple more of the regulars pop in before I get back to work. What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee. Tony's in the house. What's happening, Tony? Good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure to see a familiar face. How's your day going, Tony? Like, subscribed is done. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. The more the merrier. It's a good little YouTube channel for nice people to hang out and conversate. Tony, it's okay. Yeah, it's about the same here. I woke up this morning with a hizzy and a little funky, and it took a while, shook it off, did some yard work, went out and checked the mail. Was having bad reception with the phone, so I thought I'd sit in the truck and see if I had any better luck. Zach, happy Friday. How you doing today, Johnny? I'm doing okay, man. Got a little bit of yard work done and gonna get after some more here in a little bit. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm from India. Well, thank you. I've had a few folks pop in from India. India's always welcome, my friend. Need more coffee. Yeah, I'm trying to get more coffee down myself, man. But when I don't feel good, I'm not real big on the coffee. But I need a little I need a little caffeine to get the motor running. Mowed the yard earlier. I was out pruning the apple tree and raking. I pulled the lawnmower out. I'm gonna go cut some lawn myself and do some weed whacking if I got the energy for it. I gotta prettify this property so I can sell it. I got a lot of work to do. I'm trying to stay on top of everything. Folgers or Maxwell House. Johnny's got a special blend. I buy Starbucks mocha in a bag, and then I buy Pete's Major Dixon in a bag, and I mix them together. I like that combination. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to coffee. I like the good, strong coffee, and I like that mocha from Starbucks, a little bit of chocolate flavor and a real bitter coffee. Sounds good. Good question. There you go, Tony. I like it when the trolls finally kick rocks and things get a little more pleasant. The immaturity of some people never ceases to amaze me. LS is in the house. My dog's name is Mocha. I like that, LS. Yeah, I got your message about the grocery cart. Yeah, I stocked up on meat and a lot of protein and tuna and protein shakes. I I do the carnivore diet thing, so I ate a lot of protein and I picked up bacon, and man, that shit is so expensive. Well, it was $649 for one shopping cart. I just rounded up to 700 just to be a smart ass, but yeah, $650 for one shopping cart of food. Unbelievable. I don't know how people on Social Security do it. I got Social Security, but I also got pension from the sheet metal union, and if I didn't have that, I'd be in deep shit. So expensive. Yes. Plant-based for me, way cheaper. Yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I got a problem eating plants. And I know it sounds weird, but I can't eat plants. I don't care if it's fruit or vegetables. They gross me out. I've told this story out here before. One of my foster homes that I was in, the foster mom said, "You're not getting up from the dinner table till you eat everything on your plate." And there was a little bit of salad with a cherry tomato. And I told her, if I put that cherry tomato in my mouth, I'm going to throw up. And she goes, "No, you won't. It's all in your head." I said, "Okay." So I put the cherry tomato in my mouth, and when I bit on it and it squirted in my mouth, I vomited my whole dinner on my dinner plate. And she said, "I'll never make you eat vegetables again." She was pissed, but you can't make that shit up. I don't know what it is. I can taste the chlorophyll in plants. Like in lettuce, I can taste, it just really grosses me out to eat plants. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I wish it was different, because it's good for you for sure. But I've been that way my whole life, and I can't explain it. It's the taste in the food and the texture and anything about eating a plant. It just really grosses me out. Let me just get rid of that. Me and my phobias with food. 60, almost 62 years old, I'm still here, so evidently not eating plants hasn't killed me yet. It's a nice day for yard work. I should be getting busy. Just energy's low. I also love coffee. There you go. Yeah, me and coffee, we go way back. I'm the same with onions. Oh, there you go. Yeah, onions, celery, Brussels sprouts are especially gross, man. Even the smell of Brussels sprouts makes me want to throw up. It's because you are active. There you go. You're right, LS. I stay pretty active. And I don't eat any junk food. I used to eat a lot of junk food when I was a kid. Potato chips and cookies and ice cream and all that stuff. I don't eat any of that anymore. No sugar. I'm strictly carnivore diet, and it works really well for me. I like it. I get my energy from fat, just like the Eskimos. You know, it's my opinion we were always meant to be meat eaters. Otherwise, our teeth would look like a cow. They'd all be molars and we'd be mushing plants. You know, I think by nature, we're intended to eat meat, but I think we should be eating plants as well. Have a well-balanced diet. But part of the reason my grocery bill was so expensive, LS, was because I had to stock up on vitamins. Because I don't eat fruits and vegetables, I take a lot of vitamins. And I like gummies. I think your body absorbs gummies better than pills. And they're expensive. C, B, D3, magnesium. I take a bunch of vitamins, and one little jar was 25 bucks, man. The cost of good food and vitamins are so expensive. I probably spent $100 on vitamins alone. It's crazy. Mighty slow on this live today. Johnny doesn't get put into circulation anymore. And I didn't see, did any of you guys get notifications? Because I didn't get the banner, didn't pop up on my phone. I'm always paying attention as to who drives by. They said you lying. Okay. Hide user from channel. I think I know who that was. I have some stalkers out here on YouTube. People that have a real problem with me that just can't let it go. What do you do with all those apples? I let the deers eat them. I let them fall on the ground and the deers eat them all up. Good day to you, sir. Do you remember me? Your tag looks familiar. I think so. Joa? J-O-A? Yeah. I think so. Are you the gentleman that was having some troubles and we were giving you some prayers, if memory serves, maybe? It's kind of funny when my trolls pop in, the comment section comes to a screeching halt. I was here a couple of times before talking to you from Cleveland, and yes, absolutely, was talking about dogs being helpful to veterans. Yes, sir. Good to see you doing well. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, dogs and veterans, you couldn't ask for better medicine when it comes to somebody having a hard time. Where are you from? I was originally, I was born in a town called Redwood City, California, and moved to northern Wisconsin to start a dog rescue. It didn't work out too well, so I'm gonna move from here and start all over somewhere else. My passion is dogs, pit bulls to be specific. They get hated on, and they're a very loving and sensitive dog. They know when you don't feel well. Is there anything you miss from LA days, maybe the beach? I was in Northern California, not Southern California, and yes, I miss the ocean very much. We put my mom's ashes in the ocean. I miss going to the ocean very much. If I can move back to California somehow, I will. But so expensive, and politics in California, it's just a lot of obstacles for me to go back home. But if I could go back home, I would, especially to be close to the ocean again. I miss the ocean very much. There's my crow. That bird. Mighty talkative, Mr. Crow. Maybe a quarter part of California. Who knows, man? Life takes you on certain routes we don't prepare for. You're right about that, my friend. If I go back to California, I'll live in the foothills in Northern California somewhere. I like the foothills. Be up in a little bit of snow, a lot of trees. I've priced some properties out there that are affordable. And when I sell this property, if there's enough money there for me to buy something in California and pay for it in full, so that I don't have to have homeowners insurance and fire insurance, which is astronomical, then I'll go back to California. But if I can't do that, I'll find somewhere else where I live in the country and try to save a handful of dogs. Nature is so healing. You're absolutely right, LS. Absolutely right. I had no idea until I moved here, and I had so much wildlife in the yard. And growing up as a kid, as close as I ever came to wildlife was going to the zoo. Now the zoo comes to me. I absolutely adore it. That's why I post so many deer videos, because they're just so therapeutic. I just sit there and I watch them eat all those apples we were just talking about. I love it. You're so lucky you have a handyman. There you go. Affordable housing in California. How'd you manage to find that? Exactly. Old memories will be refreshed. There you go. Old memories will be refreshed. It's odd you say that. I've been dealing with a lot of memories today. My dogs. First time in 12 years that I've been without a dog. It's hard, very hard on me. They slept in my bed. Woke up this morning and reached over to pet the old dog and realized she's not there no more, you know? Memories. They're brutal. How's the signal holding up? Dog's best sleeping partner. Amen. Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh man, there's always short of with you. Try to remember the good days. With memories like this. Sending you love your way. Thank you for that, Joa. The good memories are what hurts the most, man. If you go on my channel and you go to my oldest video first, you'll see my baby dog. That dog is why I came on YouTube. A friend of mine said, put your dog on YouTube and you'll have baby pictures there forever. And he was right. That was over 12 years ago. And those videos are still sitting there. I can't watch them. Not yet. I tried once. Cried like a baby. There you go. Well, things have gotten kind of quiet in the comment section. I got a lot of work to do. Think I'm gonna think about it. He wasn't just your best bud, but he's long on YouTube. It's a she, by the way, but he indirectly made you a new friend in. Thank you. I like the way you put that. Dogs are too good for us, really. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I made a lot of mistakes with my dogs, with my anger, being short with them. There was a time where I didn't think I deserved a dog, to be honest with you. But I've changed a lot. I've learned a lot. My dogs taught me a great deal about kindness and compassion. There you go. It's all good. Her name was Kimba, and her mother's name was Mayan. Mother and daughter. Long story. I got those dogs from my ex-wife who had passed away. A lot of stories. There you go. Macho's in the house. Maybe I'll stick around. Somebody's starting to pop in. How you doing, Macho? Good to see you. Hope all's well with you, girl. I know you're going through it. You're in my prayers, young lady. I was just going to check out, but since you popped in, Macho, I think I'll hang out for a minute, see if anybody else pops in. I got a lot of work to do. I'm just burnt out, trying to get some rest. Thought, well, you know what? Let me chime in and see who's out there in the interwebs. It's one thing about doing a live, you never know who's going to pop in. It's kind of strange. I feel lost on this big property now. 2 houses and 30 acres and all this stuff. And no dogs, man. I just feel lost out here. What's on the agenda today? I'm going to try to get some more yard work done. A good night's sleep does wonders. Yeah, sleep's been a little rough lately. And you're right. We treat our dogs like a member of the family. Amen, Alex. Top of the afternoon to you, OG. Thank you, Alex. Same to you, my brother. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. What's in the backwoods is going on, JK, just kidding. M-A-R-I-A, Mira. What's going on in the backwoods? That's a good question. I don't pay any attention to what goes on in the backwoods anymore. my business. As long as drama doesn't come on the property, I don't care what goes on outside my property anymore. But that doesn't mean I'm not vigilant. Slow going on this live today. It's kind of nice, peaceful. Kick the trolls out early and things calm down. It's pleasant. Get rid of that chew. Yuck. Bad habit. Has the neighbor situation settled down a bit? Yes, it has. I remember some folks from your street coming in the live and talking nuts. Yeah, no, things have calmed down. And if people come into the comment section, start talking, I just block them. I'm not engaging anybody. I'm just mind my business, keep to myself, fix this property and sell it and leave. Where are the regulars? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of quiet. We got a couple. LS is in the house. You are good at kicking trolls to the curb. Yeah. The thing is, they take up space, and somehow trolls can come in there, and then all of a sudden the signal goes to shit. And when I block them, the signal goes back. How you can do that from the comment section is beyond me. But the fact that I was accused of malware and spoofing phone numbers in a courtroom, there are people with gadget skills that just won't leave me alone. And when I get Starlink and I get a strong internet connection and I get all my gadgets scrubbed with new passwords and stuff, things will get better when it comes to doing these lives. You are like a cool teacher. Oh, well, thank you, LS. The thing is, it makes me feel good to share what I've been through and tell people you can get past it, learn from your mistakes, and try to be a better person and don't fall prey to other people's behavior. Johnny came lately. You're a new kid in town. Everyone loves you when you're not around. Yeah, that's a fact. Brutal impact. Certainly this man has enough life experience for some of us. Wish you could talk to some kids today. Yeah, I would like to be able to share some stories with some kids that they grew up on the internet. They didn't get to see the things I did, and they get lost and misled and troll on the gadget because they don't know any better, right? Kids get on YouTube and they play with it like it's a video game. For me, it's a place to meet good people. It was meant to be a commercial to help me with the dog rescue. It didn't work out, but that was always my mission, was to come out here and try to find like-minded people to share this property with and save dogs. Best laid intentions and all that. It just didn't work out. Good night, sir. Time. Okay, well, thank you for popping in from India to teach. There you go, Macho. Are you doing okay since the passing of Maya? It's tough, Macho. It's really, really tough. This is the first time in 12 years that I've been without a dog. And after mine died, I keep thinking about Kimba, right? Mine had all my attention, so I wasn't thinking about losing Kimba. And now I think about both of them a lot. And it's hard. It's really hard. Yeah, he would be great to talk to youngsters. Thank you. And everyone seems so rude. Yeah, you're right, Joa. Macho. I can only imagine. Yeah, it's tough, young lady. It's really hard. Hi from Alabama. Message held for review. Hide user from channel. Children. Like I said, kids get on YouTube and they think it's a video game. But the sad reality is, if you think about these kids who say nasty things in the comment section and they think it's okay to act that way to a stranger, and if they exhibit that behavior in the real world, they're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? You're going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person and think you're just joking around. And there's a lot of serious people in the world that don't play around. I've never been to Alabama. No, me either. Are you coming back to Cali to visit? Yes, I am. And if I can come back and stay, I'm gonna. I was looking at property in Nevada County again, where I used to live up by Grass Valley. Prices have come way down in California, way down because of the insurance. And if this property gives me enough revenue to buy a place back in the foothills, I'm coming back to Cali for good. I wish kids couldn't access social media. Yeah, Bam Bam, I agree. Since how long have you been bald? I started losing my hair when I was 18 years old. So pretty up there. It is. I wish things would have worked out here. It just wasn't meant to be. Alabama is an amazing place to live. Very beautiful here in North Alabama. Nice. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to move to yet. I'm going to try California first because that's where my friends and family are. But I just don't know. But what I do know is wherever I move to, I'll make sure it's quiet, peaceful, there's no neighbors, and I'll get a couple dogs. And if I have to, I'll do a little tiny dog rescue all by myself. Yeah, Grass Valley is pretty. What do you do for a living? I'm a retired sheet metal worker. I was in the sheet metal union. That's heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. I worked in high rises. I got a little pension from the union, and I got Social Security. I paid taxes for almost 40 years. So I'm retired. And what I hope to do with the rest of my life is start a dog rescue. I need to be busy. I can't sit still. I like working and projects and build stuff, and I want to build little apartments for dogs and live out my days taking care of dogs. That's what makes me happy. Not too many things in this life ever brought me happiness. My dogs were the happiest part of my life. Now they're gone. It's a little rough, but it gets a little easier every day. One day I could talk about it without getting all teared up, but that's going to take a while. Chewing tobacco. Yuck. I'd like to move to Alabama just for peace of mind. There you go. An easier going place. People looking out for each other. Yeah, that's what I hope to find when I leave here, is a community of people who are friendly, right? But when you're an outsider in a small town, you got to be very careful. Some small towns don't want outsiders. Other towns are more receiving. So before I move, if it ain't back to California, I'll make sure there's people there that I know before I get there. Like in my last live, talking to Whiskey and Cheeseburger, talking about Maine, they said I would fit like a puzzle piece. And so it's nice that I get good input from people in the internet, finding a safe and pleasant environment after I leave here. Yeah, friends are so important. They are. I've been a loner quite a bit in my life because I struggle with people being mean and bullies and all that. Kind folks are priceless. Amen. I couldn't have said it better myself. You can't put a price on good people. They're so far and few between. I say it out here all the time, birds of a feather flock together. And so when I start actively looking for a place to live outside of California, because California, I know what's waiting for me if I go there. Have a pleasant day. Keep your head up. Stay strong. Thank you, Macho. You too, young lady. You too. I appreciate you. Have a great day, young lady. I got this flying insect in the truck. It looks kind of nasty. got me preoccupied. Why don't you fly out the window, pesty bug? I don't like bugs. It's one thing about living in Wisconsin, a lot of bugs up here. mosquitoes and all kinds of nonsense. Being alone teaches us the most about ourselves. I agree. If you're strong alone, everything else is a bonus. Very well said, Joa. My dad used to say, your dad is a wise man. I've learned a lot being here. I've been living here for almost 3 years with no friends and family, nothing but my 2 dogs. And it's taught me a lot. And even before I moved here, I was alone. When I lived in Grass Valley, I had some neighbors and whatnot, but I lived by myself and I spent many hours alone trying to figure myself out. And I've learned a lot. Made a lot of mistakes, got a lot of regret, but I'm grateful to have learned those lessons before it was too late. I've lost a lot of good people in my life because of my anger, and I won't do that again. I've learned how to control my temper. When I get upset and angry, I just get quiet, think about it, it's gonna pass, and it does, and then I realize I'm overreacting. And that's just part of having a lousy childhood. It comes back and haunts you later in life. And I didn't realize that, and it cost me a great deal. But I'm grateful that I learned the lesson. Coming to this little town taught me a great deal about myself. And for that, I got a lot of gratitude for this little town. My dad loved his anger. Yeah, I used to love mine too. Getting angry helps me to keep from getting sad. I would lean on my anger so that I wouldn't get sad, but that's not healthy. You got to deal with those emotions, put them to rest, and get about your day. You can't just trade one for the other. And that was part of my, that was, how do I say this? That was some of the biggest mistakes I made, was leaning on my anger too much. It was a survival skill when I was a kid. I was always sticking up for the little guy. I was always a protector. And when somebody would hassle somebody, I could let my anger out on the bully. And sometimes that gets you in trouble. Even if you're doing the right thing, if you do it the wrong way, you're going to get in trouble. He was proud of it. Different generation. Yes, yes, yes. I couldn't have said it better. Going out for a drive has helped me more times. You know what? You're absolutely right, Joa. I used to drive a lot when I was a kid. When I was having a hard time, I'd get in my Chevelle and I would drive for hours, man. I was a so-called problem child, but I would stick up for the kids who got picked on. Yeah, me too. Nobody likes a bully. I was born in the 80s. There you go, Cole. I was born in the 60s, my friend. And if it's your nature to be a protector, when I was in grammar school, most of my friends were the shortest kids in class because they would get picked on by the bullies. And when they were my friend, they didn't get picked on anymore. And it's just strange how life works sometimes. I went through puberty real young, and I was one of the tallest kids in school when I was in grammar school. When I was 12 years old, I was 5'7" and 155 pounds at 12 years old. And they wouldn't let me play Pop Warner football because I was too big, and they said I was going to hurt the other kids. I was bummed out because I love playing football. Cole, respect to you, OG. Thank you, Cole. Appreciate you, man. Where are you from? I was born in, that's J-U-T-T, Jut, Cartoon TV. I was born in Redwood City, California. Oh, man, I owned a Chevelle, a supercharged Cadillac too. Yeah, I had me a supercharged Cadillac and a Chevelle. 66 Chevelle and 2000 SV. Birds of a feather, my friend Joa. Oh, sweet. There you go, LS. Cut cartoon. Where are you from? That's twice you've asked me the same question. California is America. Yes, sorry, I didn't mention America. Redwood City, California, the United States of America. There you go. I forget people are here from all over the world. My bad. Ooh, a nice cool breeze. That feels good. One thing about Wisconsin, the air is so clear and clean, no pollution. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna miss this place. There's no doubt about it. I really fell in love with this piece of property. It's unfortunate it didn't work out, but I have some good memories from here. Well, I have to get going. Nice to talk again. Stay safe, and God bless you, brother. Thank you, Joa, and God bless you too, and thank you for being a friend. I appreciate you. Stop by anytime. You're always welcome, my friend. I got family in Nina, Wisconsin. Cole. I don't know where that's at. I think I've seen that name before. N-I-A-N, Nina, Wisconsin. I'm in Tomahawk, up towards the Canadian border. I am from Pakistan. Okay, Cut, or Jut. Now I understand your question better. Sorry, I should have elaborated on where I was at. I met some nice folks in Wisconsin. Not everybody doesn't like me. I go into town, sometimes I get a smile and a nod. A lot of times I get stink eye. It's just the kind of town where they don't want outsiders, from what I can tell. It's unfortunate. I just bought the wrong piece of property. Forgive and forget, you know? It's been tough, but at the end of the day, I'm the outsider. And I accept that. And I'm just tired. I'd rather not move, but it's the right thing for me to do. No worries, Cole. Was north, south. I don't know much about Wisconsin except the immediate area. I stay on the property. I don't leave the property unless I got to run an errand, pick up supplies. I've only eaten in a restaurant once in town in almost 3 years. I don't interact. I like being on the property. The property is my little sanctuary. It's an island. I prefer to just stay home. Well, I think I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and see if anybody else pops in, and if not, I got a lot of work to do. I need to get busy. Thanks for all the comments and the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. You know, it's nice to see normal people and not just trolls come out. You know, it's too bad that people don't know how to behave and why they feel entitled to talk shit to a stranger. I don't understand that. I don't know where people get that mentality, you know. But you good folks out there, you make up for it and then some. It's a small price to pay to meet some decent people, putting up with a few nasty comments and blocking them. Were you always a home person? You seem like kind of extroverted. Well, the thing is, when I was in my 20s, I was always out. I couldn't stand being home. Went clubbing, went to a gym, did a bodybuilding show, was a muscle head for a while, was a bouncer, a bar back, a limo driver. I was very, very social at one point in my life. It was before I got broken. I grew up in foster homes, and I kind of blocked all that out, and I didn't tell nobody about it. You know, I didn't talk about my childhood like I do now. I kept it all inside and pretended it never happened, and I pretended I was just normal. And then as I got older, those memories started coming back. And that's when I withdrew. I didn't want to be around people no more. But I was very extroverted. That's a good question, LS. Jetta, I subscribe your channel. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you. It's a good little place for people to just hang out and have a conversation. And when the trolls pop in, I try to get rid of them immediately. I used to let my anger out on the trolls and talk a lot of shit, but I don't do that no more. People don't want to see that. And I don't need to engage in that kind of behavior anymore. I don't need to feed the dark. Being angry is very dark. It's a part of who I am, but I'm the one in control. I'm the one driving the car. I don't have to be dark and be angry if I don't want to. It takes practice. Sometimes trolls can be very disrespectful. And the way I came up, disrespect gets dealt with. And I don't engage anymore. I love the body art. I'm tattooed up. Ah, nice, Cole. My neck, my face is tattooed. Sometimes I think people judge me for, yeah, you're gonna get judged for your tattoos for sure, especially in a small town. I'm having trouble finding work. Yeah, could be me and my tattoos or my past criminal record or both. Yeah, there you go, brother. Boys, cigarettes aren't what they used to be. They don't want to stay lit and they taste like shit. I don't know what they put in here, but it ain't just tobacco. But you're right, Cole. The world is very judgmental. And my best advice is be an entrepreneur. If I had to do it all over again from high school, I would have been a landscaper, a pickup truck and a lawnmower and a leaf blower, and get out there and do your own thing all by yourself. And people aren't going to care what you look like if you're cutting their lawn, and it gets you out of the house. I had a friend in high school. He started his own landscaping business, and he was very successful and made a lot of money cutting lawns. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was an idiot, but looking back, he had the right idea. I was the idiot. The face tats aren't going to help, and the criminal record won't either, but both combined is like a compounding effect. Very well said. That's why I said you need to be your own boss, my man. Start your own company. Find something you like to do and make a living out of it. Chasing a paycheck is a bitch. You know, I was a construction worker. They don't care what you look like when you're a construction worker. And half the time they don't care about a criminal record either. My little brother went to San Quentin and Corcoran back in the 80s, and I didn't have to, but I visited him in San Quentin when I was 20 years old, and walking through those gates to go see him scared the shit out of me. And every time one of my friends wanted to do some stupid shit, I was like, nuh-uh, not me, because I knew what was waiting. I appreciate your input. Artificial intelligence salute. There you go. Thank you, Cole. Even in the corporate world, I swear they care more about finding good bullshitters, yeah, there you go, than honest people. Absolutely. The corporate world wants a bullshitter, right? They want you chasing that money. Honest people don't get very far in this world. And unfortunately for me, I'm way too honest for my own good. It gets used against me. I had an ex-old lady ask me if I ever had a threesome, and I said yes, and it ruined that relationship. She couldn't get over it. Had nothing to do with her. She was the one that asked the question, but because I was honest and told her the truth instead of lied to her, and I knew telling her the truth could have been a jackpot, but I don't lie. I've never been a liar. You know, the thing is, I don't want to get caught in a lie. You tell a lie and somebody catches you in a lie, you lose your integrity. So I take my lumps than have somebody think I'm a piece of shit liar. And in the corporate world, they want liars. They don't want honest people. Coffee and a cigarette. Your word is bold. Thank you, Cole. Yeah, like I said, it gets me in a lot of trouble sometimes. You know, the world, most people want you to tell them what they want to hear. I can't do that. I call it, I don't want to call it a talent, but I have a way of seeing greatness in other people, things that they don't see in themselves. But when you speak on it, most people think you're trying to tell them what to do. Like telling Cole to get his own business going. A lot of people don't like that. But I think it would be in Cole's best interest because of the tattoos and the criminal history. It's easier to be your own boss. And I can tell by his comments that you're a good person, and whatever tattoos and past you have is irrelevant as to who you are today. And everybody deserves a good paycheck. Sometimes things are private, no need to say. Yeah, I agree. And to be honest, the threesome was with the ex-wife, and she was the one that made it happen. And it caused a lot of friction. She was a stripper. I was a bouncer. It was a long time ago. And after the fact, she said, I didn't think you would go through with it. And I told her, I said, well, I thought that's what you wanted. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want to punk out. And so I went through with it, and she gave me grief. It was like a test. And that's playing games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a game player. I regret doing it, but one of life's lessons, you know? And then when the ex-old lady asked me that question, she shouldn't have asked me if she didn't want to know the truth. I'm very monogamous, right? I've never cheated on any of my women that I've had in my life. I'm just not that way. Coffee and a cigarette, the breakfast of champions. Amen, brother. I appreciate your advice. Real talk, OG. Thank you, brother. I changed my life. I don't live the life anymore. There you go. Me neither. I work and try to make a future for myself. Good for you, Cole. Good for you. I see character in your words, brother. And try to start a business of your own, or find somebody who's got a small business and you got a personal relationship and you're not working for a paycheck for a big company, you know what I mean? And you'll have a good life, because I can tell by your words, you're the kind of guy that will prove himself. And anybody who has a business, they would value you as an employee because you bust your ass. I can tell. My friend's name is, can you say happy? No, sorry, Jake. Hide user from channel. I've been into this for a little bit, and I got a lot of work to do. But for the thumbs up and the great conversation. And one day, Cole, you're going to come back out here and you're going to say, man, I scored this bitchin' job, man. You ain't going to believe, blah, blah, blah. You watch, brother. I can see the character. You got good character, my friend. And the fact that you've had some trouble and your tattoo tells me you've lived life. And you can't buy that in the store. And the mistakes we make in our youth is a lesson learned the hard way, and those lessons will serve you later in life, my friend. I can't wait to hear about your next job. Something tells me you're going to be around for a while. I say it out here all the time, birds of a feather flock together for a reason. We share common ground, and far and few between when it comes to good people. And the good ones that find the good ones, they always stick around. So God bless you, Cole. Stay strong. Try not to let it get to you when it comes to a tattoo and a criminal history. My little brother went to San Quentin and Corcoran back in the 80s. And when he got out, I helped him get into the sheet metal union. He never got in trouble again. He's got a great pension. And no matter how colored your past is, your life will be better than the squares that had an easy life and make a lot of money, brother. Yes, sir. I hope your day is blessed, bro. I'm going to follow you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Cole. Yeah, man. You'll see that there's a lot of good folks that come out in this comment section that support each other, lift each other up, talk about God. You know, I didn't grow up with much religion. I always believed in God, but I never had any faith that God was going to be there for me. And that recently changed. And we get into talking about God too. And for some folks, that's a touchy subject, or they stick their nose up. But I'll tell you what, man, this life is not the only life. There's more. And I appreciate you, Cole. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you. I love you. And as I always do before I get off of here, do a kind act for a stranger. This world's in a bad place, and you need to be your brother's keeper. You do something nice for somebody, that's good karma. And it'll come back to you. Just like if you do something bad, it'll come back to you. So why not do something good for a stranger? Feed a homeless person, hold the door at the grocery store, whatever it might be. It goes a long way, especially right now. So having said that, much love and respect as always. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best with the rest. Thanks again for all the kind words, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.